this title is clickbait. I'm telling you straight away. I actually liked the last episode of Doctor Who, The Giggle, the last special. Anyway, hey everyone who wants to chill and talk about stuff, my name is Alex Freezeman. And yeah, I've kind of missed the last week when Wild Blue Yonder came out. So before I dive into the latest special, The Giggle, which saw the exit of the 14th Doctor, played by David Tennant, and the whole Temple Noble mod family. That was their exit also. And the entrance of Ncuti Gatwa, the 15th Doctor. Or the new First Doctor? Or I don't even know at this point. But, well, first things first. Wild Blue Yonder. What I thought of this episode. I missed the video talking about it because I had some stuff and I couldn't record a video on it. So I think it was a great episode. It was one of the better episodes of Doctor Who, and it was character driven. It had a great mysterious monster, very reminiscent of the Midnight Creature from the episode Midnight from Series 4, which is one of my all-time favorite episodes ever. And the story was pretty solid and it made sense. And even the final, I guess, the final twist that TARDIS would just appear at the last second, but before the situation got resolved. I mean, it makes sense. I have no beef with it. And I think it was also really scary, especially in the places when you didn't know who was who. With all the doppelganger thing. I mean, I do appreciate the body horror though. It's a cool type of horror to have, especially in Doctor Who. And to be fair, the CGI of the hallway, or the CGI sometimes the CGI of the creatures was meh. But all things considered, I think it's a step up in terms of Doctor Who episodes. So I'm feeling pretty confident to say that I really enjoyed it. Also, that Isaac Newton thing was kind of redundant. The Mavity thing, also it wasn't addressed at all in the Giggle. I don't know. Have they said gravity even once? Because I would have remembered them saying Mavity, but not gravity, because we used to that word. Anyway, I'm rambling. Also, very important thing to point out about Wild Blue Yonder, we saw Wilfred Mott, played by Bernard Cribbins again, and that was his last scene, his only scene shot, before he unfortunately passed away, but I'm glad we got this, honestly. It was a bittersweet, and I guess sweet, mostly, moment. It was a nice moment, yeah.
Wilfred Mott. Oh, now I feel better.
And I'm really glad that they actually were able to include that. It was obvious that he would have gotten more screen time, and particularly, just spoilers for the Giggle, I'm skipping to the very end of that episode, but I'm really bummed that we didn't see Wilfred there and he was like shooting something. What was he shooting? Moles? Anyway, yeah. I'm glad they decided that he's like still alive and well in the universe, even though the actor has passed. But I wish they shot that scene, the dinner scene, or the lunch, the gathering with the Doctor and the Noble family. I wish he's gotten like to be in the scene, but I'm still happy we got that. Anyway, like Bernard Cribbins was a really old man. It's a miracle he even got there. So yeah, rest in peace. I really loved him as Wilf. So now onto the Giggle. The story is pretty straightforward in my opinion, with a bit of time travel, and actually they implemented the real life event that happened in 1920s, don't remember the year. It was about the invention of the television, and it was actually about the doll Stucky Bill, the puppet. And it was really brilliant to just implement the toy maker into this. And speaking of the toy maker, Neil Patrick Harris, he's brilliant, just brilliant. I'm really glad they let him act, you know. They let him change accents, the juggling, the dancing, the just the fun that he's been having. I just can see it easily.
But perhaps you will dance avec moi. Ooh la la.
But also he is intimidating at the same time, so he is really a good fit for the toy maker, in my opinion. The puppets of the toy maker, especially the ones that Donna meet in the labyrinth, pretty creepy. That's all I have to say about it. Donna, in my opinion, like apart from a few scenes, she's taken a bit of a passive role, in my opinion. Also, Mel came back. To be honest, I didn't watch episodes of Doctor and Mel, so I guess she wasn't supposed to be on Earth, but they returned her. Never mind that. It's fun when the characters from the classic era come back, even though I'm yet to dive into that at some point when I have more time. Fun to see Kate Stewart again. Fun to see Unit being sort of like Avengers organization with the tower out in the open. I'm kind of bummed that the consequences of the craziness that people went through, like everyone started thinking they were right. I'm kind of wishing there was more like consequences shown by example. I guess there was no time for that, but everything that's happened was like way above the ground level. Just only the beginning, we saw some chaos. We saw the plane crash in the previous episode, but that's about it. Everything else happened in the tower, or in the past, or in the toy maker's domain, and on the streets when it was all over. Russell did sneak a little joke. I think it's related to the COVID stuff, like the news reporter that said we are anti, and the name of that device that actually fixes the brain waves. Yeah, that's some satire, if you ask me. Now we're coming back to the most, I think, controversial thing that happened this episode, without a doubt. In my opinion, Doctor Who lore or Doctor Who canon, it's a joke.
What?
Honestly, it is. Like, I don't think, with all of the amount of the expanded media, with the doctors, like outside of the main TV show, like the Curse of Fatal Death doctors, which is like maybe shouldn't be counted seriously anyway. The like what Morbius doctors, so like that was implemented with the Timeless Child explanation. Timeless Child, the by generation. It's a mess, and I think what people should do is stop worrying about how it affects the lore or canon, or like how it breaks everything, and just accept it and move on, because to be fair, I did like by generation. I was taken aback by it, no doubt, but I think that resulted in David Tennant's Doctor getting a happy ending, which is very rare for the Doctor. It made sure that the new Doctor, that is played by Ncuti Gatwa, is taking a fresh start, sort of. Maybe he will still be worried about the past events like the 14th was. But we got cool interactions between them, because if he just simply regenerated, we wouldn't have gotten that. I was legit thinking when David Tennant started regenerating that, like, that's it. He would just go away, and the whole problem with with the toy maker would be solved by Ncuti, and I think that would have been maybe even worse, but they got to defeat him together, the Doctor and the Doctor. And yeah, so we did get a multi-Doctor special in the end after all. I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, it kind of might explain the curator character that appeared during the 50th anniversary, when the Doctor sort of, I guess, turned into the older looking Tom Baker, the fourth Doctor. But he was obviously the Doctor from the future. That might as well be this Doctor. Imagine imagine David Tennant's Doctor, like, taking a name, the identity, like, getting a job. He's really smart. He can get some high profile, well paid job, honestly. He could like be very smart. He would be very efficient, I mean, in his job. And then he would just, I don't know, trip over something and just regenerate, and he would have to prove that he's the same guy, and everyone would be like, what the hell? You were this guy, now you're someone else? I don't know. Like, yeah, there are two Doctors running around the universe, but when has that ever been a problem? Also, David Tennant's Doctor is not going to be running around the universe. That's Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor going to be doing. This Doctor will, I guess, be just taking it easy now. Taking a rest from saving the universe. Maybe traveling around the world, just the Earth. Who knows? That might be like a loophole to bring David Tennant back again at some point. Who knows? Like, anything can happen. But I'm really glad that he got to get his happy ending anyway. And how it breaks, like, the bi-generation, like, of course, that might be a deal breaker for some people, but honestly, I think we should just say that that's an interesting new way of solving this kind of situation, and it's definitely something new. And, like, it's not the last time it happens in Doctor Who, trust me. Canon is gonna be broken all the time. There are gonna be plot holes, there are gonna be differences, there are gonna be something that happened, like, one thing happened this way, the other thing happened that other way later. The show is 60 years old. Of course it's gonna happen. Of course it happened, it is happening, it will happen. So just chill. That's what I think we should do. Also, one thing to point out, I guess we're gonna expect the Master soon, because the toy maker said he captured the Master into his golden tooth, it was out, and someone picked it up. So that's as obvious as it gets. So we'll see. The next episode is gonna be in a couple of weeks, during Christmas. It's gonna be a Christmas special again. There are gonna be goblins, there are gonna be a new companion, and more in-depth introduction, I guess, of Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. Also, it's really funny that, like, the 15th Doctor, his first adventure, he was in pants, just running around and, like, playing catch and stuff.
There are soldiers all over my house, and I'm in my pants.
I forgot mentioning Ncuti. I don't know yet. I can see how he can become more of a Doctor, like, in my eyes, but I'm still not used to him. Like, it wasn't enough time yet. For now, I've only watched Sex Education with him, with the actor, and I still see Eric. I'm sorry, I still see Eric. I hope there will be distinct features in the Doctor that would just, I don't know, highlight him as the Doctor. For now, I'm still giving him a chance. Later down the line, we'll see how it goes in the Christmas special as well. Anyway, sorry for the long ramble. I think that's what I wanted to share. What did you think of Bi-Generation? What did you think of the episode? I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a great set of specials, in my opinion. It wasn't as fan service as some people would have hoped, probably. Some people would say it's more woke than usual, but honestly, I just see Doctor Who being Doctor Who again. So I can't complain, to be honest. Maybe you can, but be respectful in the comments, and just be respectful in general. With that said, thank you for watching, and have a great time zone, everyone.